everyone, my name is Jenny Gaona, Social Studies Specialist, and today I'm going to be reviewing Activity 3 of the Porch Talk, a conversation about archaeology in the Texas Panhandle. And Activity 3 is all about the people of the past. So we are looking at the American Indian tribes that lived in Texas, in different regions of Texas, and the different cultural aspects of these tribes, and having students connect those cultural aspects and how these tribes lived with the geography and climate of each region. So I'm going to start off with page 1. The objective is for students to label the areas of Texas inhabited by American Indian tribes, and then they will then compare aspects of American Indian culture and the impact of geography and climate on that culture. We have the standards listed on the bottom of the page for 7th grade social studies. The next page is our educator's guide. So we have our activity materials listed. We have an optional reading strategy that goes along with the Porch Talk book. And then we have activity instructions. So the basis of this activity is that students will label the American Indian tribes onto a Texas map. So we have a blank map for you. They'll label the tribes where they go. You can do that in a whole group presentation or with a group activity. And then based on that map and this very brief introduction, students will then complete a card sort matching an image with descriptors of each American Indian tribe. They don't have to have all of this correct. It is for them to analyze these primary source images and the text and to see if they can make the connections. There are some that could kind of go with multiple American Indian tribes, and that is okay too. Then at the very end, students will, once you've gone through the information about the American Indian tribe, they'll fill in a note sheet, and then either individually or in small groups, they will make connections with the descriptors of the American Indian tribe, their culture, how they lived, with the geography and climate of that region. So let's look at what those resources look like. This is the security briefing with our message from Hank the Cowdog. So it's a nice little hook or engaging activity, way of introducing what you want students to do. This page, this security briefing page, can also be used as the instructions if you wanted to have students complete this activity as a station activity. Here is the blank map that students can use to label the American Indian tribes. We have also provided a teacher key or a resource, so you could be presenting this map and have students fill in the map on their own, or print it out for students to complete and their labeling with their table groups or individually. Then based on this map, they're going to complete their American Indian card sort by using what they know. So notice we have added some color coding for each region to help organize some information. It is up to you as the teacher if you want to give students this information or not. So here are the card sorts. So this is kind of the master teacher copy. You would cut these out and then cut them in half. So that way they have the image on the right with the descriptors on the left, and they're working to get these things matched up. There are 3 pages of doing that with these images. This last sheet gives students the opportunity to fill in the correct information once they've played with the card sort for a little bit. And then at the very end, to kind of see what they know, that is where they will make that geographic connection. So, and it's 2 pages, front and back. If you can print these out in color, you'll notice that the color coding used on the left-hand side coincides with the color coding on the card sort, or you can print it out in black and white. It's totally up to you. Depends on how much clues you want to give your students or how much you want to hold back. So that is Activity 3, the peoples of the past, that goes along with the Porch Talk, a conversation about archaeology in the Texas Panhandle. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.